see salespeople that are in the sales business for 20 years and they're like, I'm struggling with leads. I'm like, your product sucks. And they're like, well, I'm in Toyota. Toyota doesn't suck. I'm like, I'm not talking about Toyota, dummy. I'm talking about you. You are the product. You suck. Because if you're in business for 20 years and you're not getting all of your business from referrals, you're lost, bro. So your product, the way that you handle them, the way that you deliver value to them, your product sucks.
When you elevate, stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, how to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate.
Number one, the goal is to give so much value that they're like, damn, man, this guy just blew my socks off. In our company, on my fitness apparel website, I would order all these clients that were at certain tiers, these boxes and all these different things. Even in this community, we sent out like 20 boxes to the first 20 customers. I think Corey and some other people got them, right? Well, the goal was to give them like some type of gift, right? And if you're making these big commissions on these big ticket items, here's what most people won't do. They won't invest in their customers. Like they're just like, oh, like that's it. And they're just after just the commission. I'm after the friend. The friend is where the fortune is. The guy that's here that I just told you that's one of my clients that has a 9-figure business, he came from a referral. Most of your business should not come from the coaching company after, a few months. It should come from referrals. So here's what I would do. Write down top 50. You should have a top 50 client list. And your top 50 client list, you should check in with, 2 times a month, 3 times a month, and on a spreadsheet. Don't keep this in a CRM. That's not how I do it. I understand the CRM shit and we use it and I got people who use it, but I also just keep them right where I can see them, like right where I can see them on this list. Now, let me tell you, your top 50 isn't just who you got the best vibes with and all this stuff. It's the people that are referring you the most business. It is the people that are spending the money. It's the people that are fighting for you. The guy that referred me this guy, I looked up, like I saw, okay, he's married, he's got 3 kids, right? I looked up, I saw that like they wear Chuck Taylors all the time in their videos. So I messaged his dad, I said, hey, what size shoe are you and everybody in your family? I know it's a weird question, just tell me. And he was like, well, that's a weird question. I'm like, just tell me. And I went online and I bought him all little customized Chuck Taylors, all of them, every single one of them. And then sent them to him, right? Like just sent them the shoes. Why? Because I want to show these people that I'm truly different. I want to show these people that I'm after something truly different. Now, so offboarding them, you want to be thinking about a gift. You want to be thinking about something special. You want to be thinking about some type of value that you can add to their life to say thank you. Send them a shirt. On our website, I was saying we built these boxes that at a certain level, certain ticket level, so it's not like, so it is profitable, right? But at a certain ticket level or whatever, we're transitioning into sending a box to every one of these clients. You buy a seminar ticket and this, we send you a box, a shirt, a dog tag, and by the way, our guys, they pay for it. They're paying for it. It's their business. They're in high ticket. You got to build your own business. So be thinking about when you're offboarding them, every single one of your customers should get something special. And you got to determine what that is. And whatever that is, it should be something that's very personal to them, something that's personal to you, and then it's your job to get creative and think about like what you could do to do that, right? Okay, hey, it's the Macklin twins. Thanks for watching the video. Listen, if you want our free word track guide, 52 word tracks will teach you how to dominate sales, just text 480-780-2203. It'll teach you how to dominate. Let's get back to the video. Text us, let's go. And then secondly, onboarding them. I've always understood the value of always over delivering and giving something that nobody else is gonna give. Now, when you're onboarding them, check this out. I'm just gonna give you a couple creative ideas because I do the same thing as you, okay? I would have companies that would say they ghosted me. Like I just couldn't get a hold of them. These people wanna see how good you are. Believe it or not, if you are really good, you're gonna remind them of themselves. You're gonna remind them, if they have a sales team, that they want their sales team to be like you. Like your goal is to do something different. So, the first 3 years of this company, I probably sent out 1,000 of these, but one of our coaches inspired me, Selena, to do this because she would get Nokia cell phones off of Amazon Prime, like Amazon.com, eBay, shit like that. And you'd get these little Nokia cell phones and it was like you could buy 500 of them for, $100. And we'd wrap a piece of paper with them and we'd be like, hey, looks like you need a new phone because yours isn't working. you know, and we'd send that to them. Looks like you need a new phone, yours isn't working, we'd send it to them. And they'd always call us, right? When I was onboarding bigger companies, if I got off of a Zoom with them and then it was a couple days later, I would send them a pizza and I'd have them remove a piece, and then we'd put Andy Elliott as the missing piece and my phone number. And then they call me and they'd be like, damn, man, that's some good shit, man. You know, they'd be like, that's crazy, man. All right, what do we got to do? Okay. You know, my brother, he had this client that it was like an ideal client for him. The guy's got a big empire. He wants to build out this really big coaching business. And, you know, my brother was talking to him and he's like, oh, he's got 2 daughters. And he's on the fence about doing this like kind of starting level deal. It's a 6-figure deal. And he's like, man, like I kind of want to do this. You know, I'm going to talk to my wife. It's cool. No worries. Do that. My brother gets off the phone and he sends him crumble cookie. Not like I want to close you, not even with the intention of that, just the intention of adding value. If they don't close, it doesn't matter, but they likely will. Sends him crumble cookie to the guy. The guy sends a video back and it's his kids going like this. Oh my gosh, Dad, it's crumble cookie. Like they've had a crumble cookie 5 times this week, bro. But kids, they get excited. What makes a dad happy? His kids being excited, right? So how cool is that to the dad? The dad recorded, he sent to him, and then the guy sent a copy of a wire receipt. He didn't even say thank you. You know what he sent? He sent, those are the most expensive cookies I've ever eaten, and then a wire receipt. That's pretty cool, right? Like he was just, that was him saying like, I'm in, bro. Like honestly, like I have the text message because it's kind of legendary in our company because we're showing people this and some people don't do it. And then some people, they're like you, they'll do it. But also it's not just about that guy closing. Who does that guy know? Who are his friends? You know, if he feels like you're gonna take care of his friends and his family and his relatives and whoever he's gonna send to you, that's where salespeople make the mistakes. You know where you get the least amount of objections? Friends, families, relatives. That's where you get the best business. Like there's nothing better in the world than to get a phone call and be like, hey, you just sold a product to this guy. I want to do the same thing as him. You're like, oh, boom. Like they're not typically best price shoppers and all this shit. They're sold based off the experience that their friend had with you. Referral is the best thing you can get, but it is a frequency, man. It's a delivery. It's an exchange of value. If you really give them a lot of value, they're gonna send their friends, and they're gonna do that for you. If not, you know, I see salespeople that are in the sales business for 20 years, and they're like, I'm struggling with leads. I'm like, no, you ain't, bitch. You're struggling with your product. Your product sucks. And they're like, well, I'm in Toyota. Toyota doesn't suck. I'm like, listen, I'm not talking about Toyota, dummy. I'm talking about you. You suck. Because if you're in business for 20 years and you're not getting all of your business from referrals, you're lost, bro. So your product, the way that you handle them, the way that you deliver value to them, your product sucks. Okay? You as a salesman, your product, not your product. Your product could be good, but you are the product. So I was teaching that salesman, I'm like, you're in the business for 20 years and you're looking for leads. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Like after 6 months in sales, honestly, you should build a referral business. So top 50, get 50 clients that you vibe with, that are giving you referrals. And you know, because you can't manage thousands of relationships, but you can manage 100. You know, I have a top 200 list, and I'm constantly trying to stay in front of those people. They're constantly fighting for me. They're constantly, you know, referring a lot of people. And so it's like, I constantly, you know, I gotta service everyone, but I've got to extra make sure that if I'm in these people's city, if I'm close to them, if they need something, you know, I've got to make sure that, you know, I'm feeding that pipeline a little different than I'm feeding some of the other ones. It's just the truth. You know what I mean? So think about what that is to you and just start building that out. Sounds like you're already doing the right job, but think about like, dude, in your business, can you allocate, you know, 20 to 30% of your income to customers? Listen, dude, I want to tell you guys something. In business, it's not like you're new to business, you're new to sales. In the first year, it's not about getting rich, it's about getting good. It's about getting good. It's about building a good pipeline. It's about building a good referral base. I'd spend all my money on my current customers. If I were you, I'd spend every single fucking dollar. I literally would live off of eating ramen noodles, and I would be building so much value with my pipeline that I just started out in sales with, that in 2 years, there's so many seeds, they're just growing everywhere, and I've got to hire somebody to handle my repeat business. That's what I would focus on. That'd be my number one focus, because that's where I would live, dude. That's you know, I talked about that kid Corey Baker a lot recently, just because he sold 64 cars, hasn't been done by, I only know 4 or 5 people other than me and my brother. And honestly, that kid just built in the car business a massive referral pipeline. He just built extreme value in the community where they started recognizing him as the expert. They were like, I mean, it's so simple to do. It's just building the reputation with the marketplace that you're the expert. And your friends, they will share that. Whatever high ticket item they're buying, they have a friend that needs that same exact thing. So they'll refer you. Most of my business is referrals, but everybody I deal with now has had some type of interaction with one of my other customers, typically. Like, that's typically how I'm getting a hold of somebody. You know, I was in a message earlier today with the guy that owns the New Orleans Saints, and I was referred to him by a player that's on the team, and the player has just been getting results with us outside of it. Like, he's a very smart guy. He's like, I'm not that good at football, bro. He's like, listen, I'm gonna be in this game for like 3 years. These guys are way better than me. You know, I wanna learn business. So he's in a lot of the things we do, and he put me in a group chat with this guy, and he's like, hey, this guy can help your ticket sales. I'm like, look at that, dude. Like, they're all around you. And that guy's referred me so many, he is my number one referral source of 9-figure plus net worth. Like, this guy's around, he's like, well, I'm in the league. My goal, because I want to work for the LE group, my goal is to just get all of my network to you guys. And I'm like, okay. You know, like, I'm like, you don't have to do that. But he's like, no, man, I want to. And so, like, literally, he sends me a text message. I got a text message with me and Jimmy Graham, former tight end for Drew Brees. He was a total freaking savage. I got the guy that runs Penske, the president. That's $1 billion corporation, in a text. Like, within 4 days, I've had probably 9 referrals from this guy. You know, I had a guy that I don't know much about, but I guess he's like one of the most, he trained Arnold Schwarzenegger on how to build Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got on the phone with the guy, the guy's like 70 years old trying to build his coaching program. He's like, I'm a savage, I need to kick everybody's ass. I got all the followers, everybody knows what I did, I just don't know what the fuck a funnel is. I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. You know, I'll teach you. You know what I'm saying? Cyril, hopefully that helps, brother. That help? Onboarding, offboarding, be the best at it. Honestly, you don't even need to be good at selling. Just be good at giving so much value in your onboard and your offboard that will build the business for you. And naturally, we already know you're a good salesperson. Like, you could tell. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get good at that. Just really focus on those 2 things.